Welcome to Preaching Young, episode 14. We made it to 14. You all said we couldn't make it to 4, but we made it to 14, and I'm excited because we have a jam-packed episode for you today. As always, my name is Abraham Crozier. I'm the pastor here at Trinity Southern Baptist Church in Falmouth, Kentucky.
Why are you so energetic today?
I'm pumped. I'm excited. I have a great episode planned for everybody.
We're exactly 10 episodes away from the fourth episode that people said.
Was it last week that it was Brittany's episode? Was that last week?
That was 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. Okay, well, maybe that.
Episode 12.
13 was a blur, I guess, but episode 12, I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to have to step it up, all right? I got to take a lead of this thing because, you know, we got to keep it upbeat.
Anyway, my name's Andrew Baker, youth leader here, worship leader here.
And my name is Brittany Fornash. I am the administrative assistant and youth leader here.
I was excited because people kept talking to me. They said, Abram, you give Brittany a hard time. You need to do this. You all just give Brittany such a hard time on that podcast of yours. And I go, listen, it's so funny because she gives us a hard time 23 hours of the day, right? All the time. And so when we try to give her a hard time on the podcast, and then she tries to play the innocent girl, and then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're being so mean to her." But we're like, "No, this is what we get." You're
exactly
right. 23 hours to 1 hour.
They're so lucky that I don't get my feelings hurt.
That's why we love you.
I know, right?
All right. So there was that. Today's podcast is brought to you by Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, standing up for the rights of all people since
a long time.
157 A.D.
I thought they were a furnace company.
That would have been funnier.
Yeah, I know. You should have let me do this.
All right, so
you ruined his sponsor.
You really did.
Shot him down.
I was gonna go for more like the stand up for the rights, but whatever.
She wasn't getting it. She's not woke.
It's your world. We live in it.
True that.
But I'm excited. Listen, I heard from a little birdie that Monday was somebody's birthday.
It was my birthday.
How old are you? What's you?
22. Big 22.
What'd you get for your birthday?
Well, I got some moolah, which is money, if you don't know what that is.
Thanks.
And I got to go eat with my family.
Talk a little closer to the mic, please.
I got to go eat with my family and my next door neighbor, Emma. Sweet lady. Very sweet lady.
That is nice.
Yeah.
It was actually her idea to take her.
Do you feel like this is a milestone of a birthday, or just kind of like another one?
No, I don't really get too excited about birthdays.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, if anything, I think this birthday was annoying for me because when everybody was posting about it on social media, they all played that dumb Taylor Swift song, 22 song.
That 22.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There's two reasons I don't know what you're talking about. One, we have been on a social media fast as a church. Brittany came up to me last week, and
I did not come up to you.
Hold on, I was
Okay,
very upset about the world that we're living in and the social media comments that I kept seeing, and all the members of our church and how combative they have been to each other on Facebook. So I said, you know what? I just wish there was something we can do. And Brittany came up to me and said, you know what? I always like to step away from those things. I can take time away from social media. I'm not connected to it like everybody else. I can step away from it. Am I correct?
Yes.
And you said, so as a church, we should do that. We
I
should
didn't
take a
say
social
that.
media fast. I said, that's a great idea.
You said that.
All right, tell us how it went down then.
All right, I did. I said, listen, I'm not connected to Facebook. I like to enjoy, or any other social media, I like to go outside and enjoy. Ask my mom. I go and sit on our little patio furniture all the time and just look up at the sky. It's awesome.
Right into
Very relaxing.
point.
But my thing is Abram's the one that said, oh, let's do a social media fast. If that's on Abram's heart, then he needs to do that. Because, I could see he's been getting aggravated with what's going on in the world today. And I think it was a great idea. I told him it was a great idea. But
Which is a very rare occurrence. It doesn't ever happen.
Yeah,
I guess that's why maybe I thought it was your idea, because you actually agreed with it for once.
Exactly.
So
Speak the truth.
So we go, all right, what days do we want to do the fast?
And it was late. It was late in the week.
Yeah,
we were
Friday.
Time. Yeah, it was Friday. We were
going to start this on Sunday.
We did.
So we said 1 p.m. We'll start 1 p.m. on Sunday, and we'll end when? 1 p.m. Saturday. So when you're listening to this, it's after our fast. And sure enough, I kept getting text messages. Brittany's on.
Well, how would people know?
Brittany's on Facebook. She's been on Facebook all day.
Not all day. I never.
Let me ask you
do.
this question. Did people wish you happy birthdays on
People
Monday?
did wish me happy birthday, and I told them thank you because I feel like that's rude.
So but if you weren't on Facebook, it would have been an issue. So you went less than 24 hours?
Yeah, but I don't have a social media issue.
Were you able to go 24 hours without social media?
Yes,
Monday?
I can. I can definitely.
Did you do it
that.
Monday?
No.
Were you off?
But I never
Tues-
said I was doing the
Were you
social
off on
media
Tuesday?
fast.
Were you off on Tuesday? Did you take off on Tuesday?
No.
What, Wednesday?
I never stayed off social media
Were you
any
on social
day.
media
I'm
yesterday?
gonna be honest. Yes.
Okay.
Every
posted
day
a
this week
picture.
she's been on social
What
media.
about today? Did y'all go to Cheddar's and take a picture and post
Oh,
it
so
today?
how would you know that, Abram, if you weren't
keep getting phone calls
on
about
if
it.
you weren't on social
I
media?
can get- my wife's still on.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
My wife's on, but
People
but
can
I'm
make a
not.
decision. Let our listeners decide.
That's great.
Email us at preachingyoung at right is that
gmail.com. That's
yeah
right. Yeah,
at
that's
gmail.com and let us know whose side you're on. If someone's saying, "Oh, we should do a social media fast," should you have the choice to do that? Because what happens if social media is not really a roadblock for you in your walk with
Well,
God? Because
okay.
you fast, right? You fast
There we
to
go.
give more time to God or more energy
Yeah,
to
that's
God, right?
Listen, so here's the opposite of this. If you think that Brittany has a problem with social media, maybe you should write in and let us know that, because here's the reality. You couldn't even take 24 hours off of social media this week.
Amen
But
to
I
that one.
could have. I
Nope.
just
But you
chose
could.
not.
She didn't.
That sounds like an alcoholic. I can stop drinking anytime. Anytime I want, I can stop drinking, but I just choose not to. I'm going to keep drinking every day. You sound like an alcoholic. You sound like somebody who has an addiction. You have an addiction to social media.
Wait.
Yes, she does.
There's a middle person here. Andrew,
Oh,
did
gosh.
you stay off of social media this week?
But hold on, no, I never said.
Aaron, you
I
never did say
I never
anything.
flipped either
He
way.
never said
Every
he
time.
was doing
Now
it.
Neither
here,
did
now
I.
Here, now, yes,
It was
you
your
did.
idea.
It was your idea.
Was
now here,
not.
consciously, I was like, every time I got on social media and I realized that I was on it, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm getting off.
See?
See what I'm saying?
Because you almost feel bad. You
I
almost
feel
feel
bad. I was
bad.
like, I can't be doing this.
He did
I'm
do that.
supposed
I'll
to be on
give him
social media
that.
fast. I can't be on social
He
media.
did say he felt bad.
But then
He
Brittany,
did.
was just on every day.
She doesn't feel bad.
She was posting
Because
everything.
I never said I was doing it.
Yes, you did.
But I
Brittany.
think it's interesting because you're like, I don't even like it on social media. I can refrain from it. I have days where I just like go out.
I
in the
do.
woods. But then you couldn't. The 1 week where
She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I can do it. Do you want me to do it next week?
Yeah, do it. All week.
Yes.
I'll
I
do it
dare
next
ya.
week.
No,
just to
don't
prove
do
a
it.
point.
No, but that's not why we fast.
I know it's
We
not,
don't fast to
but I
prove a
won't call it a
point, Brittany.
fast. I'll say I'm proving a point to Abram and Andrew. I'll stay off of social media for a week.
Also, we have some very exciting news. I'm going to completely get off the subject because
Go ahead.
it's going nowhere. If you're watching us on YouTube,
Why do you always say that? You always go, we're not getting anywhere. Here's
We're
the
not-
reality. We're on a
not getting-
podcast.
we're not getting
We
anywhere.
don't have to
Podcast
get
goes
anywhere.
wherever
Listen,
we
I
want
have
it to go.
important information.
We are the drivers of the show.
That's
I have
very
important
true.
information.
Isn't that right,
okay?
Brittany?
Yeah, that is true.
Me and Brittany drive this show.
We really do. Andrew
I have
sits there
a-
and agrees. Yep,
Or it
yep.
says he doesn't agree,
Yeah.
or that we're going nowhere.
I have
Yeah,
important
exactly.
information, people.
I'm shocked
Let's
by
hear
this.
it.
And it better involve Cam.
It doesn't. It involves the camera. We got a new camera.
We didn't get new
So
Why
camera.
do they care?
Listen, they'll know.
So when you're watching this episode on
They'll know the
David Kosher
difference.
Ministries on YouTube,
They'll know the
you'll know a
difference.
difference. Okay.
This is 4K Ultra HD. This thing is sharp. We have a video hood on it. We got a microphone on it, so now you can hear us. And man, we are moving on up to the east side.
Please never do that again.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Where are you going with this
nothing.
camera
That's,
thing?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That was
okay.
it.
I was
That's
just
what I
like-
mean. He just makes like little comments.
I was just
and we're
encouraging
like,
people.
oh, okay.
Let them know that we do have a new camera.
I'm excited. I'm excited for multiple
It's your
reasons.
camera. You should be excited.
I'm excited for multiple reasons. One, it's a cool, legit camera, number one. Number two,
Brittany's been making fun of it all morning.
because she doesn't
It's-
appreciate
no,
it.
listen,
She
it's
thought
because
4K meant. I don't want to dog you the whole time because I don't want people thinking I'm being mean to you. She literally thought 4K meant what?
I thought you said
that cost
my four-
$4,000.
Listen, let me
now,
say
what
this.
product puts the amount of money stuck on the thing? Like it's
Well, I
imprinted
didn't
on
see
there.
that. All you said was, "Hey, Brittany, did you see my new 4K camera?" And I was like, "A $4,000 camera? You spent $4,000 on a camera?"
But when
Are you kidding
when
me?
I buy something, I don't walk up to people and say, "Hey, look at my $400 phone." Don't say that.
never done it
I don't
before.
do it.
Well, Abram is a one-upper and a bragger, so
That's you. You're the one upper. We talked about this last episode.
this is fun. I like this episode already.
All right. Well, let me get back to this camera. I'm excited about it for multiple reasons. One, it gives us a good quality camera to do our videos. That last camera, my wife kept dropping it over and over again. And
I'm sure it was
surprised.
her.
Blame it
She
on
was.
her.
She
Blame it
did.
on
Remember,
her.
she dropped right out in front of the church that one time, and so this thing was barely hanging in there. And
That was a
I've
pretty
had it
good camera.
for 5-6 years. It is a good camera, but unless you drop
So
it.
what are you going to use it
if
for
you
now?
keep
Now
dro-
you just have a camera for no reason?
She doesn't understand.
So we have a live stream camera. We have a camera that I use to upload. It's a backup camera in case the live stream
Oh,
goes
okay.
down, and we can still have something to upload to Facebook. And now that I have this third camera, right? So I'm gonna use the old camera in a different shot. So that when I edit the YouTube channel, I can have a wider
Okay,
shot.
that
of
makes
the-
sense.
Now it.
I know. That's why I'm doing it. People don't realize that there is some thought process that goes into my life.
Brittany doesn't have that. That's
And I don't just purchase a $4,000 camera.
So it
to
was
not use.
$4,000.
Not even close. It's like $100. But
Really? It looks fancy, actually. I'll give it
that's
that.
my point. You can get nice things at a value if you just know what you're doing. So, God bless you. God bless you, Abram. Abram. This is the stuff I deal with. This is reality. But I'm excited because we finally got a good quality camera. We'll be able to do that extra shot that we haven't been able to do. Because sometimes our church, before the pandemic happened, this thing was so filled. And having that, I would love just to be able to take a video of the whole church praising and stuff. But, it's just the reality of life sometimes. But not anymore. We're taking it and we're going with it. And but I'm excited. Listen, we did have some bad news that came out this week. Our Jordan Family Band concert was supposed to be June 28th at the
The
Griffin
biggest
Center.
concert in
Then it
Kentucky.
switched over to Pilgrim Hills. And here's the reality. We get a phone call.
I get a phone call.
Well, then you share it.
I
What
got
up,
a
Bert?
phone
Here we go,
call.
stealing the story.
I got a phone call from the people that we had to pay to get to Griffin Center, and it's an amphitheater. And they were like, "Oh, so your concert's on June 28th?" And I was like, "Yep,
She messed
yep,
us up already.
June 28th." And they go,
We got
"Oh,
a report.
we have a report of someone that called the health department on you all."
Somebody called us. Some concerned citizen, decided to make a phone call to the health department to complain about us having a worship service
That's not even the best part.
in an amphitheater.
That's not even the best part.
Yeah.
Continue the
Yeah,
story.
so,
Wow.
like I said, our concert was on the 28th. They say, "Oh, well, the state of Kentucky says that amphitheaters can't open till June 29th.
Which is the next day. So our concerts were on Sunday. They say, no, we can't open up till the Monday.
So
So
apparently their logic is
We
we
were
can
literally-
get the virus
yes.
on the Sunday before,
Yes.
but not on Monday.
6-hour difference. If we would have just waited 6 hours and had it at midnight, we could have had that concert and not catch the virus.
True.
Because it's at 6 p.m. the night before,
You
you
can't do
will
it.
catch the virus.
Can't do it.
According to the governor and the health department.
Yeah, so
We're watching you.
So
We're-
next step in the process was, and this is all this is in a couple days. This is
Oh,
this
yes.
is not a long term. This is very last minute. Anyway, go ahead. What happens next?
oh no, Abram can take it over. I don't
What?
really know from this point.
Pilgrim Hills.
So we go, okay, fine. We're gonna find another venue. There's a restaurant / golf course that has a outside venue, and so we got a hold of them. We were gonna have it there, and then all of a sudden, what happened? The Jordan Fan Band calls and says, "Oh, the church that we were playing at before you guys, they canceled on us." So
It was Indiana, wasn't it? I feel like-
yeah, they're in Indiana, so they're like, now it doesn't financially make any sense for us to drive all the way up there just to play one show. Makes perfect sense on their part, but it was one thing after another. And listen to me, to that citizen that called in and reported us to the health department. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have any money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career in ministry, skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. And if
He's
you
reading
ever,
this.
if you
It's
ever,
a movie quote.
if you ever report us to the health department, right, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will do bad things to you.
Oh my goodness. He's literally
Straight
just
from
read
the
a
movie
movie
Taken.
quote.
Liam Nelson.
I was hoping to see if Brittany even knew what movie
Yes,
that
I
was.
love the movie
It
Taken.
was actually hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
That was actually really funny. I'll give you that one.
I
Who
know.
thought? Guys, I'm really hyper today. I took
Abram
my
thought,
vitamin
obviously.
D.
I don't know if y'all saw this. We'll talk a little bit news before we take a break for this first half. But I didn't know if y'all saw this, but the Minnesota Freedom Fund, have you heard about this?
No.
The Minnesota Freedom Fund was created as a massive funding group that would help bail out protesters.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen this.
Okay, Minnesota
I've seen
Freedom
something like this. I don't know it was called that.
So this group, that was their thing, and so your Justin Timberlakes of the world,
Okay.
your celebrities of the world,
They were paying for it?
Give. They weren't even paying for it. They were also advertising. Give to this fund group. We want to, you want to help out. You want to help black people. Give to the fund group that will bail them out of when they protest and riot and loot and destroy black businesses and the homes of black people. Give to them. So what do? Everybody gives this Minnesota Freedom Fund. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but they raised over $35 million to this Minnesota Freedom Fund to bail out those protesters, rioters, killers, looters, whoever it was. Criminals, thugs, whatever you want to call them. They gave $35 million. Now, that's a pretty cool thing that they've done. They gave $35 million to a cause. Now, the Minnesota Freedom Fund, out of that $35 million, they only spent $200,000 on bailing people out.
Where'd the rest of the money go?
$35 million was raised. They've only spent $200,000 to bail people out.
What is that, 34.8 million?
Oh, so people just gave their money blindly, don't know where the other money's going to go, because guess what? There's no one to bail out anymore.
And they're like, thanks, guys. People are calling them out on it on Twitter. And they're like, thanks for wanting us to be transparent, but we'll let you know what we're going to do with the rest of the money. I'm like, cool. This is the reality of what we're in a society, which is something happens, the media jumps on it, they put all their power into that something, everyone jumps on it, we all start giving money, we all start trying to help out, we all start, raising our voices, and then nothing comes from it, right? These organizations that are $35 million deep, they're going to be using that for who knows what, to defund.